welcome to another episode of the Chicken Bone News Network, where you hear all the breaking news first, all the way from Key West, Florida to Honolulu, Hawaii, and all the states in between. With this story right here, I would like to say it's different from the rest, but it's just a different name in a different city. This guy right here never should have been on the streets after he committed the first crime. But this lax justice system we have, certain people, we just feel like we're violating their rights. We're locking too many of them up, and we're keeping them in jail too long. So we're gonna release them back out to the community. Well, this guy right here, 18 years old now, just turned 18, and Lord, this story ain't no good story. Ain't got no happy ending to it. Well, I guess it does, if you want to say happy, because he's now don't have a bond. But this guy violated his bond 37 times, and then they finally said, "Well, I think we need to do something about this." So, but not before he shot somebody else again. Yeah, and the crazy thing about it, this thug right here, he got on social media with pictures of him with a gun. I guess he was holding it sideways. I doubt he was holding it like this, but he was holding it like that, you know. And then the idiot, which I did a story about something like this before, he wrote a song about one of his victims. Yeah, I don't even know if you want to call it a song. I guess it was a rap, you know. But it's crazy, man. It's really, really crazy. And the judges just ain't doing nothing about keeping them locked up. And when they do let them out on bond, they're not making them stick to the stipulations of the bond. Well, anyhow, y'all check this guy out right here now. Remember, he's 18 years old, and I think this comes out of Houston. Check it out.
We begin tonight at 9 with a breaking bond report that just may be hard to believe. A teen charged with murder violated his bond conditions more than 36 times.
And he's now accused of shooting at a 17-year-old girl. Fox 26's Randy Wallace joining us live with the latest on his exclusive ongoing series.
Yeah, Rashi, we first told you about Corey Hodge back in June. The 18-year-old could be a poster guy for breaking bond, and police just keep finding more victims.
These are my personal journals that I write to my son each day to cope with what I'm going through.
Stacy Langham's 18-year-old son Diego will never read what she writes or hear her voice. Police say 18-year-old Corey Hodge killed Diego Langham and shot and wounded his friend on April 17th of last year.
I immediately thought Harris County was to blame because he shouldn't have even been out to even commit that crime. So they're the ones to blame.
Langham has every right to blame the revolving door at the Harris County Criminal Courthouse. Hodge's alleged shooting crime spree began when he was 15.
For shooting one of his neighbors. So why was he even allowed to be walking the streets of Houston?
On July 12th of last year, just 4 months after he allegedly murdered Diego Langham, police say Hodge shot and wounded another man. Last October, he posted bonds totaling $370,000 and was a free man. His bond conditions included a GPS monitor and 24-hour home confinement.
You're supposed to be on a GPS. You're supposed to be under 24-hour house arrest. None of that happened. And all of this happened within days and weeks of getting out on bond.
According to a bond condition violation report, Hodge violated his house arrest condition at least 37 times, but it took more than a month for anything to happen.
And I feel as though that's why a lot of these criminals are doing what they're doing, because there's no punishment.
A few days ago, Hodge was charged again with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Police say back on May 1st, he and another teen shot a 17-year-old female at this apartment complex in the 2800 block of South Derry, Ashford. Hodge is now behind bars with no bond set. As far as Stacy Langham is concerned, that's where he needs to stay.
He didn't just murder my son, he murdered an entire family. Because it hurts each day we have to wake up and my son's physically not here.
Now, in addition to posting pictures of himself on social media holding a gun, Hodge posted a song he wrote about killing Diego Langham. Reporting live from the Southwest Side, Randy Wallace, Fox 26 News.
You know, it's bad enough we got these thugs running the street, just needlessly shooting people and stabbing people and running over people and robbing people for no reason at all, just a meanness in them. It seems to be their nature. And, yeah, it's bad enough for that. But then we got the Justice Department. We got the judges letting them out real easy and not having to do no time. Like that guy, he shot somebody before and should have did a bunch of time for it. And then got out and shot this lady's son. And then what? He violates bond 37 times. His bond now. And then commits another crime, shoots somebody else. You know, it's bad enough that these thugs are out here running the streets, but when you policemen, when they lock them up or arrest them, the judge just turns right around and lets them loose. Yes, he does. So it's a bad enough problem, like I said, with the thugs shooting and killing like they are, but then the judge is not doing anything about it. So what's the answer? Well, the answer is no bond for one, or at least if you're going to put them on bond, make them do like they're supposed to do on the bond, you know? Don't wait 37 times later after violating to lock them back up. Yeah, just don't do that. I mean, we got a bad problem in this country, and it seems like we're going backwards because crime's getting worse and worse. I'm showing more and more stores. I'm finding more and more stores. There's so many stores I'm not bringing y'all because I'd be sitting here all the time, all day long behind this microphone, and it would be the same thing, just different names in different cities. But the crime's getting worse and worse out there. Yes, it is. And, you know, we all want justice, but it don't seem like the judges care nothing about no justice, does it? All right, well, look here. I'm out of here. I'll catch y'all next time. Pop, pop, pop.
Remarkable. Remarkable. I says remarkable. Remarkable.